It's me, Sile Sibanda, with you this Friday. So, a virtual assembly to celebrating our differences and overcoming adversity is taking place when the children go back to school in a few weeks' time. It's being organized by an organization called Picture News, which are based in North Yorkshire. So, how will it all work? Let's hear from the co-founder, Katie Harrison. Good evening, Katie.
Good evening, and thanks for having me.
No, thank you for being on. So, Katie, tell us, how is the assembly going to work?
Well, we're hoping it's going to be huge with tens of thousands of children all over the UK joining us. The idea is we've done this before, so we bring lots of schools together online, and it works really well. We lead the assembly, so if you imagine when you were at school and you sat in the hall and you had an assembly led by one of your teachers. So the idea is that on a huge scale. And in this instance, what we're really trying to do is celebrate our differences, as you mentioned, is the title of the assembly. And as everyone's coming back in September, to really think about what matters and how we can overcome adversity as well.
And so in terms of the production side, who are you going to be there speaking and telling us about, how can we celebrate our differences and overcome adversity?
Well, so the most important guests that we have on our assembly will be children. So we have children from lots of different schools. They are our surprise special guests that will be coming on and talking about their own experiences, their local areas, their communities. So what we're really trying to do is hand over the assembly to the children. So they're the real stars. I will be there as well, but I think my role will be a backseat role in this instance.
And the idea to have a virtual assembly, tell us a bit about, when did that begin?
Well, we started, so our company, Picture News, we make weekly news resources for schools. And the idea really is that we want children to talk about what's happening in the world. We believe that through talking about what's happening, they're able to learn about not just the world, but about each other, about themselves. And it can be very values-based. So through real life events that are happening, can be quite a good way for children to learn. Our resources we provide resources for teachers, and really since the pandemic we started leading online assemblies as well, where we were able to bring lots of children together, lots of schools together, and it's worked really well. So we're hoping this is going to be our biggest ever assembly that we've done online.
When you say biggest ever, what are the numbers? What are you hoping for?
Well, so we did, it's a big question, it's a very good question. We did an assembly, so the one that we're aiming to beat, in July, just before schools broke up for the summer break, we ran an Olympic assembly prior to the Olympics, and we had special guest Paralympian Steph Reed, and we ran a survey, and it was just over 420,000 children, so it's under 500,000 children, so we're hoping we can top that for this one.
And I'm guessing, there will be possibly teachers or somebody in this, listening who works in a school, and they're thinking, we want to be part of this. Where can they go?
Yes, please do join us. The registration's open and it's free for everybody to join. So if you search for our website, it's Picture News. If you type Picture News in, on the events page of our website, all the information is there for how to join. We're holding the session on Friday the 6th of September, 9:30 till 10. So it's just a half an hour out of your day. And children and teachers can join either in a hall with everybody together, or you can watch from classes. And the session will be really interactive as well. So if you would like to ask questions, you're able to do that in the session. And as I say, we'll have lots of children presenting as well, and you have the opportunity to interact with them.
What's the impact that you would like, not only just this virtual assembly that you're doing on the 6th, but the other ones as well that you're doing? What impact would you like them to have?
It's a really good question. I think through our resources and what we do, I think really the idea is to empower children. I think the world is changing very quickly, and children younger and younger are much more exposed to what's happening in the world. And I think that giving children the opportunity to talk about it and the space to talk about it, and for them to understand that their opinion matters and it can be respected by others. And hopefully that will give them the courage to challenge things that maybe don't seem right, rather than just believing everything. And I think in the age of misinformation that we're constantly surrounded in, giving children the tools really to question things, and then they will hopefully feel empowered to maybe take action or make a difference, and really, I suppose, ultimately to make the world a better place that we're all living in.
Katie, thank you so much. Good luck to you and your team and all the different young people presenting on the 6th of September.